Today is the 9th day of February 2025. Clock on the stove says 8:13 in the morning. So this qualifies as the Morning Muse. Playing around with frames. Get down. Stay in the frame. Can you? We'll see. Okay, so stacking functions, stacking practices, playing with metaphors, same basic stuff, different day. It was snowing gently a few moments ago, and I was playing with the regular old sequence. Come to waking state consciousness. Breathe carefully, mindfully, for about an hour. Maybe, definitely, write a few notes in that same time frame. When the mind is clear. Not a lot going on. Laying there in the dark, breathing carefully. Breathe with care. Care seems to be a theme. Oh, that feels good. Down flow. Now what are you doing? Well, I was noticing, per usual, dialogically, I notice that if I press the outside of my foot down and away while I simultaneously bring that big toe up towards my face, and then I position this other hand, I can get a glorious constellation of sensations going on through the low back, sacrum, hip flexor. No, not the hip flexor. Outside of the hip. Come on, put that foot down. Come on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stretch it out. Okay. What are you doing? Just playing. Goofing around. Seeing how it feels. Okay. Is there any rhyme or reason? It's not required. It inevitably seems to appear, though. So here, I remember the words of my coach. one of the coaches. A particularly important and presently super salient coach. And those words are ringing, you could say, in my ears. Not really ringing in my ears, but you get the point. And he says, you're slow. You don't move very fast. And I notice there's a little voice in my head that says, fuck you. Come get on a motorcycle with me and then tell me I move slow. And then there's another voice in my head. It seems like it's in my head. It might not be in my head. It might be in my body. It might not be in my body at all. Anyway, there's another countervailing voice that says, don't be a dick, Cam. That's what you refer to as constructive criticism. It's supremely well-intentioned observation of the fact that you don't move very fast in certain contexts. Maybe with good reason. I like to think, often, usually with good reason, I move like molasses in the cold winter air. Metaphor. I like to think that I'm doing multiple things at once. So while it may not look like things are moving very fast, there's actually a whole constellation of things happening in a coherent manner. And then all of a sudden, things seem to snap into place. And that affords things like leaps into hyperspace. Whee! Anyway, what do you want to say now, dear Muse? I want to say that he's right. I can stand to improve. Speed. Capacity to accelerate. In a mostly unmediated context. Practice sprinting. All right. It's challenging for me because it feels like it takes a while to warm the creature up to a point where it's safe to sprint. Yeah. So requires careful planning. So like that right there was a failure. Failure to stay within the frame. So intention, plans, usually, probably always, are in service to the realization of particular intentions. So what is your intention? And thank you for your very careful attention.